Aloha, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whatever time it is for you. Hello. So I'm going to do a step-by-step guide on how to record on your iPad or your iPhone for our hymns every Sunday. You will need two devices. Your first device will be your computer, and your second device will be either your iPhone or your iPad. Now, in order for this to work, you need to have everything set up. So let's go ahead and set up our computer to be able to play our music. Okay, so you're going to open up your email, and you should see that I have sent you the recordings for the coming Sunday. In this example, I'm having using hymn number 576. You'll see that is a video file, and it is meant to be a video file because it has both the written music and the audio file both combined into one so that you can read and sing along. Okay, go ahead and download it. And once you have it downloaded, you're going to open it up. You're going to probably find it within your files under download. Once you find it, open it up within a media player that you are most comfortable with. If that's going to be Windows Media Player, QuickTime, iTunes, Groove Music, whichever one you are most comfortable with. In this case, I'm going to use Windows Media Player. Okay, I have it set up. Make sure that your screen is full screen on your media player so that you can clearly read the music and follow along. Okay, once you have that set up on your media player, you're going to take your headphones, go ahead and plug it into the audio jack that's in your computer, and make sure that you use earbuds if possible. The reason why is because earbuds still allow you to hear yourself when you have them in. If you use headphones, it becomes a little bit more difficult to hear yourself and can cause tuning issues. Okay, so I have that plugged in. My media player is ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen for my iPad so you can see where to find the application that we will be using for recording. So the first device we will be using is going to be the iPad. Now you can use iPad or iPhone, but for this example, this first example, we are going to use the iPad. So on the iPad, you're going to look for voice memos, and it's going to be this you see this icon right up over here on the left side, the one that's wiggling. That is going to be the application in which you're going to record yourself. So if you cannot find it, what you can do is you can take your finger and swipe down the center of the screen really quickly to pull up the search bar. Once the search bar opens, type in voice memos, and it'll be right there on your left side of the screen right here. So go ahead and open that up. And you should be able to see a screen similar to this. All right, so once you have everything on your computer set up, and once you have your iPad ready, make sure that you are a fair distance away, about maybe 2 or 3 feet away from your iPad, and try to stay in the same location throughout the whole recording time. Press the red button to begin the recording, and then go ahead and press play on your media player on the computer. Once the music begins, once the audio file begins, follow the directions and continue to sing along. And then once you are finished, you're going to come back to your iPad and press done. Okay, now that I've selected done, I'm going to go up to here on this top spot where it has my address kind of put in. So please don't follow me. But go ahead and click on that, clear it out, and put your name in there. After you've put in your name, put in the hymn number, and then press return. Now on this Zoom video recording, it might be delaying a little bit, so thank you for your patience. Okay, after you have put in your name, you're going to see a little box on the top with an arrow that's pointing up. You're going to go ahead and select that. And once that opens, you're going to click Mail. And then you're going to go ahead and type in my email. In this case, it's Chris A. Serrano at gmail.com. Fill in the body, and then press Send. Now, the Send button is going to be on the top right here with the little blue circle with the arrow pointing up. So go ahead and click on that, and you're done. That is if you are using an iPad. Okay, so let's see what it looks like on an iPhone. Okay, so now that I have my phone ready, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to look for voice memos, which is this one that's wiggling right at the top. Okay, now if you cannot find it, simple, same thing as the iPad. What you're going to do, if you look on the Zoom screen right here, you're going to take your finger and just quickly swipe down, and it'll show the search bar. Once the search bar appears, type in voice memos. And if you're Filipino, just use voice. And you should see it pop up right on the top. Open that up. And then once again, have your computer ready to record. And then press the red button on your iPhone. And this will begin the recording. Once you are done recording yourself, press stop. And then you're going to see the ellipses or the three dots right next to each other. But first, let's rename it. So you tap on the name. So Chris S recording for him 576. Okay, and then you're going to once again press the ellipses. And then you're going to click share. Now on my options, I can see mail that's right here. If you do not see that option, what you can do is you can just slide over, swipe over, and look for the mail app. Once you find the mail app, go ahead and click it. Put in my email, chrisaserrano@gmail.com. Fill in the body, of course. And then you press send. Now, here's something that I noticed that is probably going to be a common mistake. If you look at the subject, it will have, you can see my address there. We do not want to, you want to make sure that is not the case. So make sure you go ahead and cancel. And go back to your recording and notice that I haven't pressed return yet. Once I press return, your file is going to be correctly named. So now we click on the ellipses again, press share, press mail, and notice that the subject has changed to the correct name of the recording. Of course, send it to me at chrisaserrano@gmail.com. And then press the send button on the top, the little blue dot with the arrow pointing up. And then you're done. Okay, so just a couple of notes. if you are having trouble finding voice memos, it is possible that you may not have it downloaded, that you may have it deleted. In that case, you're going to want to go to the App Store on your phone or your iPad and make sure that voice memos is downloaded. If that's not the case, it might have to do with the update. So if it's an update problem, make sure you go to General, do your General settings on your iPad or your iPhone, and then you're going to go to Software Update, and then you're going to click Update and Install. So let's take a look at what that looks like real quick using an iPad. Right down here, you can see on the bottom with the notification, the number 1 next to it, that's your general settings. So we're going to go ahead and click on that. You're going to make sure that general is selected, and you're going to go to software update. And it's going to check for a software. And notice that it does have an update. So you're going to go ahead and press download and install. It'll ask for your password, and then go ahead and enter that in and update your iPad or your iPhone as necessary. Okay. Once again, if you do have any problems, please let me know. You can give me a call, give me a text, send me an email, and I'll help out as best as I can. Um, it's pretty, it's pretty straightforward once you get the hang of it. It can be a little intimidating at first, but the main reason we're using the iPad or iPhone in this case is because of the quality of the sound. The quality of the sound is so much better than using a Zoom meeting recording. Now, once again, this is not for Android or any other device that's not Apple related. If you want to use a recording, if you do want to record yourself, I suggest you use the Zoom tutorial that I did. You can find that link right over here, and just click on that, follow the instructions on there, and send it over to me. And if you, once again, if you have any problems with that update, I'm sorry, not that update, but if you have any problems with that tutorial, just let me know. Yeah, so I hope this demonstration was helpful and kind of, we learned something today. I know I learned something today just by sharing my screen through Zoom. So yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Happy recording and good luck. Take care. Aloha.